Hi guys, Rob at Optimal Bodies, sponsored by damfitness.com. Quote Rob10, get 10% off some decent gym clothing, so check them out. Okay, why are we fat as a generation? Or why are we obese? Why is it getting worse and worse? Why is it on the horizon? And it's not just in America, it's for some reason it's spread its way over to the UK and Great Britain. And we just seem to be getting fatter and fatter, and it just seems to be normal, that's the problem. So then when you see people actually thin, or you might see some cheekbones, that they actually have a neck and a chin and everything, that doesn't even look normal anymore. So people get told they're under-eating, they're underweight, oh, you need to feed, you need to feed. And it's probably the other way around, that's how they should look, and it's the majority of people that are overweight. And it's alright just saying that, and it's okay giving out dietary advice and buying diets and things, but there's a few main reasons that I've got jotted down here that I think that's caused us to get like this in the first place. And if you know these reasons and you can act upon it now, you can do these simple things and stop it from getting any worse, or stop getting up to that stage without having to go into too much detail with all the specific dietary requirements, things like that, which you can watch my other videos and see. These simple tips I think will put some sort of end and closure to why we're getting like that in the first place. And then knowing these things, you can try and avoid them, because if we know them, then you can know what's going on. And I've got it into the top 5. So I think the first one is we've got vehicles, we've got cars. It sounds really simple, but that is a massive problem. Think about how many times you get into your car, drive down the road, pick up something from the shop, you drive to your friend's house, pick up something, you go and see them, etc. And I bet 9 times out of 10 that journey is highly walkable. If the weather's good, even if it's not too good, it's not going to kill you, a bit of rain. It might be a 10-15 minute, even a half an hour walk. We used to walk miles and miles when we were evolving, and before we had these vehicles. And the problem is we've got lazy, and it's fine. That's how the human body is. It's how we are. We do things that are easier, but sometimes it's detrimental to our health and our image. So tip number 1, just walk places. So having this knowledge, knowing that, oh, I'm about to get in my car, oh, I could walk there. I'll burn a few extra calories, I'll get moving, I'm not sat in this crunched over flex position driving, bad posture, so it's really bad for your posture as well. You've been sat at work all day, you might go on an exercise bike, you're always sitting, you're sat watching TV. Open up the hips, go for a walk and feel good, and it's really good endorphin release and burned fat, etc. So try and walk. The second one I think is advertisement, massively. And even if we don't realise, so we're watching TV, it's getting late at night, might be getting bored, then these adverts are coming on between what you're watching on TV, and a lot of them are food products. And even if you don't even know it, you think, oh, I'm not watching an advert, that's not going to make me want to go to the biscuit tin, get a McDonald's, whatever. But that is implanted in your brain, your body, your eyes and your brain has seen that food. It's usually something really tasty. And then even a few hours or even days later, that can still be in your brain, and that's why you made the decision to go to the fridge and get that food. You didn't just crave it there and then. It's your body is memorised, it's remembered what it's seen. And so how do you get around that? We're not just going to stop watching TV, but just knowing that that's what could be causing this craving, you can be strong and you can get a good sense of achievement from not actually doing that, knowing, no, I'm not going to go with the population, I'm not going to let this take over my life, I'm not going to let that subliminal message rule my life, what I eat. And you get a good satisfaction from choosing a healthier food choice. So knowing that, and you know that that's what the advert's trying to do, you can avoid it. So you can stay strong and you get a good feeling about it. Okay, and simple, we don't exercise enough, and that's because of the cars and things, and maybe all these diet pills and things like that we're getting really lazy. We want the easy way out. Diet is really powerful. I've always said that 80-90% of results is from your diet, but we have to move. We're born to move. Movement is medicine. It can heal a lot of problems. Movement is great. Obviously too much can be detrimental, but people are far on too much of the scale of not doing enough. So the solution to this is just do more exercise. Subconsciously try, and this can even be your walk. I don't class that as exercise, but it is better than nothing. So try do a couple of times a week, something like that, and just you get such a great achievement from actually completing a workout. You don't have to kill yourself. even 15 to 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that. There's these high intensity intervals that I spoke of before. Things like that don't take long out of your day, that you can do them in your living room. Just try do that. Just start a couple of times a week and slowly build it up. Don't go overboard, but try do something. Okay, we're born to move. We sit all day. We've got these desk jobs. We sit and watch TV. We sit in our car. Just move. Get out there. Get some oxygen in the lungs. I know it sounds simple, but you get a great satisfaction from doing it, and your body will thank you. Okay, and I think a main one is social acceptance. With pubs and clubs and all these sort of things, alcohol is involved, bad food always seems to be involved. We make bad food choices when we're drinking. Not saying never drink, not saying don't eat these foods, but really think about how often are you eating this and how often are you drinking. Most people are going to be more than one time a week, around that sort of thing. And the solution is just dare to be different, have some willpower. If you're going out for to a restaurant with your mates, that's great. You get a social achievement from it. You're seeing friends, but you don't always have to order loads of horrible bad food. Especially if you're on a diet, you're trying to keep some willpower. You can still go out. You don't have to avoid going out. You can still remain sociable. Menus, everyone's getting on this health craze, so they've got this healthy section where presumably it should all be healthy, but that's a different story. So you can still stick to your diet when going out and have some great willpower. That's just because everyone else is ordering drinks, they're ordering bad food. Don't be a sheep. And honestly, you get a lot more attention from doing something different. So everyone else is ordering the same thing, everyone else is drinking. You're sat there not drinking, you're still having a laugh. You can stick to your diet, and people are inquisitive. They're like, "Oh, how do you do that? Or why are you doing that?" And you can talk about it. And most people, they'll give you satisfaction. You do get some jealous people. Just that's all negative. Stay away from those people. But most people want to hear it, and they're actually genuinely concerned, and they want to know what you're doing. And 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to want to do the same. So, "Oh, that's why you do it. Oh, I'll start that." And you're showing them that it is possible, that you don't have to follow everyone. It's like, if everyone jumped off a cliff, does that mean it's right? No. If everyone did heroin, would everyone start doing heroin? Just because everyone drinks doesn't mean you have to drink, or it doesn't mean you have to drink all the time or to excessive amounts. You'd have to stay out all night. So just have some control, and don't give in to peer pressure. Just don't, it's a playground thing, but even as you get older, you do it without even realising everyone's drinking. "Oh, I'll have a drink as well." Or handing out the biscuits. Yeah, be strong and say no, and don't worry about looking different. There are a lot more interesting people that are doing different things than following the generic thing. Just being a robot, going through this thing. We drink, we go watch TV, we go out. Just be different, do something different, and be proud of it. Okay, and the last one, don't have bad food in your house in the first place. So if you do get this subliminal message that's coming through, without even realising, or you do get this craving, then if you've got it in the house, you know that's in the cupboard. You can picture that pack of biscuits is in the cupboard, that pizza's in the freezer just ready to put in. Don't have it in your house in the first place. Only have the things that you know that are going to help you with your diet and your goals. And if you get hungry, you're going to eat what's in the house. And if it's part of your diet, you're going to have that. So my advice is obviously don't have it in the house. And when you are going to have your treats, which I think you should always have flexibility in your life, and don't deprive you of these sort of things all the time. When you are going to have them at that time. So say, "Oh, I'm going to have something nice tonight." Finish work, go to the supermarket, get what you're going to eat it that night, and that's it. It's gone for the rest of the week. You eat your stuff that you've got in for the week that you know is not your bad stuff. Honestly, it really helps. Just not having it in the house. You haven't got that temptation. The brain is so powerful, and it can take over without even you realising. Before you know it, you're sat in a pile of crumbs and biscuits and everything. Just make better choices, have some willpower, get satisfaction from completing tasks, going out, exercising, realise how good you feel from doing it, and just don't give in to peer pressure and dare to be different, okay? Thanks for listening, guys. Hope this helps. Post any comments in the comments box below. Any questions, I'll probably do a Q&A video soon. I haven't done one in a while, so any questions on anything fitness, health, performance related, nutrition, give me a message privately or just comment on something that I've posted. Okay, thanks for listening, guys. Cheers.